down a little bit more specifics about what we're seeing here in terms of the combat and all that kind of stuff and everything on screen?
Yeah. The combat in Champions Online is really action-oriented. So as you'll see, La Bamba's running around. He's got tons of different kinds of weapons that he's able to pull out and use. All of those are based on the powers that he's taken. He also has the ability to craft or find different items in the world, also very item-based, that will play into the different powers and abilities that he has. Very much designed to be action-oriented, so he's fighting a lot of different enemies. He can actually run and gun and move around and fight. So it's really nice, the fact that it's not just the static stand there, try to fight one or maybe two enemies at a time. You know, we've got a lot of area effect abilities. You can see we've got multiple enemies rushing him at the same time. He's pulling out different weapons and different tactics to deal with that. Again, very, very action-oriented, but not a button masher, right? So different tactics on what types of abilities you're going to use, whether you're going to knock them back, knock them down, area effect, different types of heroes can have powers that lure people into them. Right, so you're setting off traps when they come into, flying in, draining guys, stunning them. Basically, as many different ways as you can think of to try to handle a character and handle enemies, you can build around that mentality. Even not just being offensive, right? We're seeing La Bamba's really built around to be a very, very, very heavy offense guy, right? But at the same time, I could build a highly defensive character, or I could build one that is more of a utility type character that has a lot of healing abilities, right? So you can really design your character to work around the situations that you're in, and around what kind of group dynamic you want to be in as well. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of single-player combat here, but we're actually on the servers right now. If we could go actually find another player, hook up, get in a group with them, go and fight with them. But again, now when he's fighting a higher level enemy here, kind of like not a super villain yet, but a higher level guy, so he's taking a lot longer, having to use different tactics to take him down than if he's fighting like 3 kind of more minion level guys. So, and also you see a lot of movement. That's something that we found a lot of our players really like. They like to have the ability, if they want to do more of a a run and gun, strafing on guys. You'll see sometimes on higher level villains, they have what we call shticks. So they'll go into they'll have a type of power that charges up, or different tactics that they use. And as you learn what those different types of shticks and attacks are, and we give you different cues on how those are going to happen, you start reacting differently. And whether you block, whether you dodge out of the way, whether you're using an escape power, whether you're trying to interrupt their attack. So a lot of tactics also get built into just the high level of action. But it is really designed to be a game where when you get into fights, at the end you should feel like the hero that you've built.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you bet.